Don't worry when we fly far away. Now DJ E-Dub, 'cause I only belong to you. Love and respect, this is Honeybee. I represent for DJ E-Dub, the Island Hitman, and you are now locked into the Sweet Reggae Music Show. Love up every time, seen? Honeybee says so, says so.
The change is sick, though. Definitely want to keep it.
Are you ready?
Welcome. This is your host, E-Dub, coming to you live and direct for the Sweet Reggae Music Show. The only show that brings you all styles of reggae music, from island roots to dancehall, ska, Latin, all the way to lovers rock and everything in between. Also featuring interviews from a variety of local and international reggae artists, including DJs, musicians, and other reggae personalities. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the vibes of the Sweet Reggae Music Show.
Number one DJ.
Boom, 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 boom.
When he's up on the turntable and the microphone, I know it's a rap. Hey.
Stand up, people.
You guys, well, welcome to the Sweet Reggae Music Show. I'm pretty excited to announce we've got Twisted Relatives in the house. Going to be doing a little interviewing and get some history on the band and whatnot. They got a lot of cool stuff going on. They're working on some new singles and some new music and playing out. This is a band that I played with for been a few years. I played with some of the other iterations of some of the other bands that they've had. And so anyway, I thought we'd start off with John, since you're kind of the spokesman for the band at times, and can kind of let me know, how did you guys start this band, actually? And when did you start it, would you say?
I'd say, going before it started, we all were friends in other bands, and as musicians, we just ultimately just met each other between playing shows here and there and in the history, and so I think we started back in 2014 with Twisted Relatives. Yeah, and I've known Steve-O and I've known Eric for such a long time through other bands. I know Steve-O was with Irie Side and Oceanside Sound System. Eric was with Stone Senses, and back in the day I was with Tribal Seeds. So we all just kind of fused our knowledge of music together and became really good homies. And we're like, hey, let's start something new. So that's kind of how it fell into place, and it's been like that for a while.
So I wonder, for the name Twisted Relatives, is it because you guys are related, like Twisted related somehow? I know Eric's related to almost everybody in town. I live next to him. He goes, hey, that's my cousin. My next door neighbor's my cousin. Or I'll be at the market. She goes, oh, yeah, I'm Eric's cousin.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
In a twisted way, we're all relatives, ultimately,
Exactly.
right? So it's kind of like, it's kind of like how it came together.
So have you always played drums? How long have you been playing drums?
Man, I want to say about 25 years now, since I was 10. So, I mean, I'm not good at math or anything, but that's quite a while. Everything from percussion to drums, anything that I can bang on, really.
So what about, tell me a little bit about Tribal Seeds. I was going to maybe play a little bit of a cut of their stuff, early songs, but I remember with them at Squid Joe's, and the first gig they had, I had a ska band called Perfect Wonder, and a couple of the members weren't, I don't think, old enough to get in the bar at the time. But
that was me. That was one of them.
You were one of them, yeah, with Will and Regina when they were booking all those bands. So
yeah, that was I played for them. I want to say between 2004 and 2006. So early in the years of playing reggae, I just ultimately joined them, and it was a great time, just infusing some of the rhythms and the patterns of One Drop into more universal, just I'd say from so many different rhythms, honestly. And it really just embarked on a new journey from exploring other genres too.
Yeah.
So it was a good time, and yeah, I mean they're great guys. Still talk to a couple of them here and there, and
Yeah, like hometown heroes. I mean, I remember when they blew up, they went to Hawaii, and then they went to Guam, I think, and they came back, and it was like lines around the block at the Hard Rock, but not many people knew about them before then. But they got really big when they went there. Yeah,
Talented
I'm going to
group.
play this little cut here called "Beautiful, Mysterious." It's Tribal Seeds.
Mysteriously, beautifully, saw you and your friends standing across from me. Capture all your glimpse actions nervously. Blessings bloom all around you, here I sing. Your humble beauty and your feminine drive, I'm crazy. Even when I see you from afar, still look pretty. This is a natural attraction from a man to a darling. Not a fruit from the birds and the beasts, fruit from Adam and Eve. Miss Beautiful, mysterious, 'cause
We all remember that one. Brings us back to the day. So, Steve, I was going to ask you some questions. So, you're like a multiple musician, man. You play like a lot of different stuff. What did you start off playing originally? Like what instrument?
I mean, I started young at 5 years old playing piano, and then when I was 13, I started playing bass, drums, guitar, and me and my friends would swap around the instruments. So, yeah, got to play with a lot of different bands, local bands, and just playing with different instruments and stuff. And
So, would you play with? I remember you played with Iriside, and the history I had known with them. Like I said, the first time I saw you guys was at El Camino High School. My kids were going there.
oh yeah,
At a wrestling match in the lobby.
Yeah.
And then I think you did some Battle of the Bands maybe out in the courtyard
Yeah,
or
up in
something
high
there.
school.
Yeah, in high
Yeah.
school.
yeah.
So that's way back. So
Way
that's the
back.
first band you played with them before Oceanside Sound System was formed, right?
Yeah, Iriside was first, and then Oceanside Sound System started after that. And a couple members from Iriside.
Nice.
And,
Yeah, I was like Anthony. I still keep up with him, and I actually,
and Tone.
yeah, Tone, so cool guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of their cuts. So early Iriside. And you played bass with them, right?
Yeah, this I was playing bass. Yeah.
The reason for the silence is 'cause I miss you too much. I love your small hands but can't stand your touch. I can't explain how I feel, but it doesn't sound right. It sounds way too heavy when it's meant to be light. A beautiful home, a comfortable bed. I never went hungry 'cause you always kept me fed. You're not the girl before the girl, you're the girl who made the man. I wish you stayed longer 'cause I got a bigger plan. Trouble in my backyard, but I feel fine. And I feel fine. There's trouble in my backyard, but it's alright. And it's alright. Trouble in my backyard, but I feel fine. And I feel fine. There's trouble, but it's alright. And it's alright.
So I remember when they hit, I was like, man, this is like totally different than anything that's out right now. Yeah, and the way he flowed, and he just like had a rap style, but also that heavy ska, almost like
reggae rap
mix,
and rock. Yeah, it was a good mix. It was fun.
Yeah.
Good old days. Yeah.
Absolutely, and kind of like the Mighty Mighty Bosstones too. That sound with the fourth wave ska, and so I know Ocean Sound System. How did you guys form that one? Was there members from Iriside that formed that? How did that band start?
Ben, the guitarist, and Sid, the drummer. That core was like the backbone, and Oceanside Sound System. We got other awesome players with in there, and we still kept that reggae ska vibe, and then brought more of that punk rock feel to it.
Yeah.
More of the aggressive style with it. A lot of fun. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I like that punk influence with the reggae. I know the Kinks with Mikey Dread in England. He's the one that really kind of started tapping into that.
Yeah,
early on.
yeah.
And the Police and bands like that just started having it. And the Bosstones and what were those other guys out of Boston? Everybody liked the rappers.
Yeah.
I forget their names. But anyway, yeah, that was a big scene. It was a big sound. And I know in LA they still have a lot of ska bands.
Yeah.
Because they do all ages, and I think it keeps it going. You know,
yeah. Love
the
it.
Younger
Love
generation
it.
starting up. So this one's called This Town. Is this town Oceanside?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to
Yep.
play this song.
Town.
This is pretty sick.
Load up the gear, we're on the run. To the next city, got my hat and gun. Wind is howling and the rain coming down. Tornadoes smashing everything around. Sitting in this bar here all alone. Nowhere to go, destination unknown. Nowhere to rest, where the streets are roam. Reminisce about this place I call home. We found our way out of this town. We found our way out of this town. We're never gonna find our way back home tonight. We found our way out of this town. Time to set sail, pull the anchors up. Load the cannons, cause a war might erupt. Take no prisoners, we're from Oceanside. Down to fight till the day we die. Still no money with the music we play. Ain't letting nothing in our way. We'll take it all, leaving nothing behind. Chasing our dreams in the city life. Let's go!
Yeah, it was good stuff,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And then you guys had Shocks of Mighty was out too, the ska band.
Yep.
And,
Yep. Shocks. Yep.
Yeah, had a lot of good bands back in the day.
So many good bands.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
how'd you end up getting with these guys? So Twisted. Did you?
Well, the time I was living with Eric and Carlsbad, and we were always just jamming out and playing, and like John said, we just saw, we all come from different bands in the scene, and we just started jamming out. And
Did you ever sit in with Stone Senses?
yeah, I actually played with Stone Senses too.
I thought so, yeah.
Yep. And so that's how we knew everybody. I mean, it's like even when like Tribal Seeds, Irish Side we were sharing the stage with Tribal Seeds and everything, and then playing along with Stone Senses, and yeah,
I
we
remember you'd bring back Oceanside Sound System once in a while, but that was like your fun band. I remember you were jumping off the amp. I mean, you still do that stuff now.
Oh yeah,
You were hanging
anything,
up,
anything I could jump off of or hang from or whatever.
And that was like your thrasher band that you get to have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember all those bands kind of intersected, and like I said, I had this Perfect Wonder ska rock steady band that I was trying to do, and I played with all you guys back in the day. And,
Yep.
that's how we kind of met. So it's pretty interesting to see the Stone Senses kind of evolution. So Eric, maybe you can tell. I was going to go to you now, man. Did you end up being the original member with that band, or how'd that band start?
More or less. It was myself and Michael Guerra's, our buddy that was a lead vocalist, lead guitarist, and
He's with some Hawk. What's the name of his group now?
Dreadhawk.
Dreadhawk, yep.
And
Dirty Dan on the drums.
Yeah, that was way back in 2004.
Yeah.
And we were like, let's put a band together, because we knew so many people that were doing this and doing that. And he had a lot of influences of hard rock and metal, and then I was about roots and soul and this and that, and it just.
And then you called your album. One of the albums was Harder Than the
Harder
Rest.
Than the Rest.
Yeah.
And it was just a fusion of all of that put together, which was at the time. I can say for the American reggae, kind of making a debut, in Southern California.
Yeah, I
that
think
was
so,
that
too.
was the years. Those were 2004. From then on, and then we were a part of that, and we did the tours, the whole West Coast, Midwest tours, and it was everybody. There was Natural Incense, the NorCal scene, the Bay Area, LA, Orange County, a lot of Orange County stuff. And
you got a couple of mini tours too. I remember.
Yeah, and that was, and I'm proud to be part of that. All of us were.
Yeah. Then you just had a reunion at the Poorhouse. How long was that? That was like 6
Last
months ago.
year.
Right? Last year.
So it's been a year, January.
Okay, year.
I don't know if I think it was January 2nd or something, but yeah, that
For your
was.
percussionist.
Yep.
What was his name?
Carl Menino.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, those are long ass rehearsals.
Yeah, I bet to get all the songs back up. Yeah.
That was a good time.
That was a good time.
23 songs in one night.
That was a lot.
Yeah,
that was
too much.
So I was going to play a cut off the Stone Senses. This is Aditias. How do you say it?
Adelitas.
Adelitas. So ahead and play this one. So you're singing on this song. What's this song about?
Oh, it's a long story. I'll make it rated G. I ran into somebody that I knew well that was in the movement of the gospel. Nice. And, you know, I caught them at the place in Tijuana. So it's like, that was inspiration to write something about false prophets.
Nice.
So that's what it's about.
Stone Senses.
California, across the border town, I found a famous house. The name is Aralitas. You wanna have a good time? The name is Aralitas. Pay your fare and come inside. You got to have your fun.
Yeah, man, good times, good times. I remember rocking all the clubs with you guys, man. 710, what was it, Blind Melons then, and then Squid Joe's, and we did
even Canes,
EB Cafe, and Longboards.
Canes,
yeah, we played all those places, man. Pretty rock, pretty good. So anyway, let's move on to Twisted Relatives. That's your new project you guys are doing now, and pretty excited. I get to sit in with them, so I'm really thankful to get to play percussions. And John's got my congas here. They're gonna play a song for us. But before they do, I just want to play a few cuts off of these songs. Who writes most of the music? Do you write them? I know some of the new songs you wrote, Eric, or does John? Do you guys all contribute to writing?
Yeah, we all contribute to writing the songs
and the lyrics and stuff. Mm-hmm. I know one thing about you, Eric, is you like a lot of the like the Jim Morrison, the '60s, early rock and roll. Like San Francisco a lot too.
It's timeless.
Yeah, get a lot of inspiration from all that. So this song here is called "Lost Diamonds" from Twisted Relatives album. What's this song about?
Selfish women.
This one is about someone who just takes advantage of who you are as a person, and your heart to a point where, all right, well, that's it.
Yeah,
we're done.
Nothing left.
Yeah, you're prioritizing little things over the big things.
Yeah.
So
all right, let's hear it.
Darkness in your eyes, I can see the sorrow in your soul.
So I can hear that Doors influence.
Oh baby, baby, you always want to take control. Every single time you come around, oh, you can't take control. You can't take control. Whoa, you can't take control. Whoa, you can't take control. Will you follow me everywhere
give some props there to Sergio on the keyboards.
Oh,
Yes.
From Raw East Music up in Fallbrook. Him and Sonny, good friends.
He's got the fluttering fingers of magic, I will
Absolutely.
say.
And then Wiley, did Wiley record this one as well?
Yeah, Riley recorded and
Here at
produced
Wildcat
that.
Studios, our engineer
Yeah.
Wiley, and he's done sound for Tribal Seeds and a lot of bands. Slightly Stupid. He's a touring audio sound engineer plus recorder. Does a lot of recording and mixing and mastering and stuff. So great stuff. Let's do this next song. This one's called "I Don't Want This Night to End." Would this be Steve-O?
Yep.
On the vocals.
Yep,
So let's
that's
hear this
me.
one. What's this song? Did you write this song?
Yeah. This one's kind of a lover song, just about with your lady and just a real intimate love song, and you just don't want the night to end because it's just going so well and having a good time.
I didn't warn you in advance, but you got a new love in your life.
I do have a love in my life.
And it's interesting. Steve-O became a fireman. I have a good fireman friend that's just retired. And this new gal he has, she's a firewoman too. So.
Yes. Oh, I love that girl.
So they're doing it big, out snowboarding and
Yep.
hanging out. So that's one thing I do like to say I really love about this band is just the feel-good vibe. You're out to have a good time and dance. You definitely want to check out Stone Senses. The roots rock, reggae, soul. Dedication drop.
Oh yeah. Gotta have the love.
Nice.
Love in the air.
So you're working on a couple other little solo projects. So why don't you tell us about those? Because I know you were here with Wiley recording.
Yeah.
something.
So last summer, I always wanted to just do my own solo song. So did 2 singles. Cheers to the Ocean, and then Lovin' All Night, which I wrote for my girl.
Nice.
And it was awesome. I was in Maui with my family, and I just heard these tunes in my head, and I was like, I hit up Wiley, and I'm like, man, I want to go record some songs. So
nice.
I recorded them, came in here, and put them out. So
you're a big surfer. You and John surf a lot.
Oh,
right?
we love surfing.
Snowboarding.
Yes. Snowboarding, surfing.
Nice.
Yes, music.
Awesome. All right, well, great, man. I want to go on to John again. This song here is called Fight On. Yeah. And did you write this song?
I did, yeah. Wrote the lyrics, some of the chord progressions, but collectively, we all put it together and mastermind it. This one's about just rolling with life's punches, honestly, and just picking yourself up and carrying on what you need to do in your own way.
Yeah.
We've all been there, like life gets tough, but you just got to pick yourself up and keep going.
Right on.
That's ultimately the message.
Awesome.
So
you're doing good. You just bought a new house, got a new job, and yeah, man, you're coming up, bro.
trying to survive and stay in SoCal, you know?
It's like my friend Casey said, you get the job, get the house, get the wife, right?
Yes. Not in those orders, but yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, you got a great family, bro, by the way. Yeah, your parents are really big supporters. They come out all the time. Your mom, too, as well.
Yeah.
But definitely, I feel like I'm part of your family. I mean, when I go to your guys' house and you guys throw down
definitely. They're the family that everyone knows when they're, anyone that comes to a show, they're like, oh, there they're at. Like they're more wild than us.
Yeah.
They're awesome. They bring the party.
They bring the party, for sure. I remember I went to that birthday party and it was like, oh geez, bro, they brought that band that was playing all the old 70s covers, the funk and everything.
Sounds accurate.
People sliding around. It was great. It was a great night.
Yeah.
But anyway, this one's called Fight On. Check it.
That was a fun one.
Yeah. Definitely. What I love about your guys' music is nothing sounds the same, and nothing sounds like you. So, I know you take elements from different songs, but from different, influences, Steel Pulse, I mean, some of their bass lines I've heard. And like I said, some of the influences of the Doors with Eric. But, that's what's great about this music. I remember Ziggy Marley saying one time that, anytime you play anything to do around reggae, you're given tribute to the roots, because everybody's kind of gets snobbish on like, oh, it's not real roots, it's not this, it's not that. I love roots as much as everybody else. I love lovers rock. I like early ska, rock steady. I like dance hall. But everybody has their own flavor that they like. But the fact that we're all got influenced by that music, it changed our lives. It gives us that positive vibe that we want to emanate and make our own. And that's what I think is so great about San Diego. It's a hotbed for reggae music. We've got bands like Big Mountain we were just talking about, POD.
Oh yeah.
Those guys tour all over the B-side players. Latin reggae. We've got a big Spanish Latin influence here in San Diego as well. So anyway, just excited. You guys are working on some new stuff. Maybe you can tell me about that. A couple new songs. You're going to try to do an EP, or what do you got going here with Wiley that you're working on? Eric, John, you want to talk about it at all?
Sure. Okay. We're in the studio right now, just capturing just like 3 singles right now.
Okay.
Our hope is to probably get that done, I want to say in the next 2 months, maybe even before that, just to get everything solidified and done from an engineering standpoint. But Wiley's been doing a hell of a job just getting all those things together.
Yes.
We were in the studio, I don't want to say the last 3 months, just trying to knock those out. But they're a good new chapter of like where the band wants to be, and just like you had said, every sound and every song that we have is different from what we did before, and we're always trying to just evolve and like be the best match for what we are today.
And I noticed that the lyrics are a lot more conscious. I mean, the other ones are too. They're fun. You don't have to have the fun party ones and the lovers vibe, but you got a couple songs that I said are really, the Mystic Morning one is really conscious, got really good message. You know, you guys are growing up. You know, everybody's starting to, you know, get some stuff going on that they can sing about. Honestly, you go through some hard knocks and stuff. But who are the other musicians you have on this studio? I know I got to sit in on percussions, but you had someone on keyboards new, and then we had Felix came in on trumpet from SM Familia. Big ups.
Yep.
To our brother Felix.
Yeah. So on these singles, we still have Sergio, our homie, who's our keyboard player, OG keyboard player. He's still on those.
Oh, great. Yeah. Hold it down, man.
Yeah, he's holding it down. We had Felix from SM Familia hop on horns and trumpets. We do have Brady, who is also on saxophone and also keys as well.
Yeah, he's a teacher, right? School. He teaches music, I think.
He does that.
Yeah, and he's done some stuff with Ginger Roots too. Big ups, Ginger Roots.
And then Albert too. Recently, as of late, he's been laying down some guitar for us, and you know he used to be with Ginger Roots too as well. So he
plays with us with
Hazmat.
Yeah, and some couple other bands. But he's actually got a really good jazz influence.
Oh
yeah,
like
about him.
Yeah,
He's an old soul.
He's an old soul surfer. All right. Well, they got a couple shows coming up. We'll talk about afterwards. But right now, we're gonna have you guys do a little unplugged acoustic. So here you go, Twisted Relatives. What's this song you're gonna do?
This one's called "Foolish Ride" from our previous debut album.
Excellent.
Take you away, 'cause I know your love is true. Do you remember when we were in high school? And don't you know I'm the only one for you? Who will I love? Make it to the other side. Still you're paralyzed by fear. Even though the coast is clear, I'll be always by your side. Oh, my baby, am I gonna make you feel alright? Come on, come on, come on, let's go for a ride. Come on, come on, come on, it's just a foolish pride. Come on, come on, come on, away to paradise. Come on, come on, come on, let's take a foolish ride. Don't you know, only one for you. Don't you know, what was gonna be so true. And don't you know, always gonna hold you tight. With your love, make it to the bright spigot night. Still you're paralyzed by fear. Even though the coast is clear, I'll be always by your side. Oh, my baby, am I gonna make you feel alright? Come on, come on, come on, let's go for a ride. Come on, come on, come on, it's just a foolish pride. Come on, come on, come on, away to paradise. Come on, come on, come on, let's take a foolish ride. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah. come on, come on. Let's go for a ride. Come on, come on, come on. It's just a foolish ride. Come on, come on, come on. Away to paradise. Come on, come on, come on. Let's take the foolish ride. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Lord. Foolish ride.
Right, Twisted Relatives, Foolish Ride. You. All right. So you got some upcoming shows. Why don't you tell us about them? I know you got February 3rd, right?
February 3rd at the Poorhouse in Oceanside.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that
Next
is
Friday. For Steve's birthday.
Yeah,
Mr.
birthday show.
Steven
Yeah.
Stoudemire.
Yes.
That'll be a good one.
And
Looking forward to that.
and following that, we are at the world famous Larry Speech Club for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
That's going to be wild.
And yeah, that's gonna
Let's be real.
I think I'm gonna have somebody pick me up and just carry me home. So
Yeah, that's a good idea.
and and then following that on the March 29th, we'll be at Aquarius Bar and Grill out here in San Diego. It's a great place. It's kind of like a what's that?
Is it outside at the marina or somewhere?
Yeah, it's like right off the marina. It's kind of a Deadhead mecca. There's a lot of jam bands. It's got a real good vibe, outdoor, indoor environment. It's kind of a locals feel, but the place is great. So
Nice.
yeah, we're
So
gonna have a
you can
good
follow
time.
you guys on all social media. You're on Spotify, iTunes, all that.
All digital
You can find
platforms.
us all on all digital media outlets, all that good stuff. So
All right, so I'll have to have you guys come back in when the new singles come out. I'm not sure how you're releasing them or whatnot, but definitely anytime you guys are welcome.
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
I just want to tell you, man, I really appreciate you guys for being my first guest on the show. I
Yes.
relaunched the show.
We love you. Appreciate you.
Of course, man.
Eric.
Yeah,
Thank
throughout
you.
the years, bro, we've been homies, and I
Long
just really
time.
have a lot of respect for these guys and to see them grow and mature as musicians and just giving back. You know, we talked about this. Like Don Carlos is one of those reggae artists that give back, and it stays humble. You know, he's always promoting. You know, the younger acts coming up. And Slightly Stupid, he goes and does a spot, and they do a spot on his stuff, and you know that's the love, that's the one love vibe. That's what we're trying to really continue to cultivate. And I'm bringing a lot of artists in from all over San Diego, and North County and Ocean Beach, and try to get everybody just melded together. South Bay, they've got their own vibe down there, you know, with Stranger and those guys.
Yeah.
I know they're starting a little, you know, a few shows back up again. And Danny Dredd, you know, I work with him at Viasat. Big ups, Danny.
good old Danny.
He's
yeah.
working on some new stuff with Dub Strand. Yeah, so I got a lot of good, exciting artists coming in. I just want to keep it homegrown as much as possible, but I've got another artist coming up here as a surprise guest, and I just want to go ahead and invite him up. If you want to come up and you guys can make a switcheroo, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got John Stahl coming in, from Burning Soul. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys again for coming. Twisted. Julius, you want to come up too? You can. All right. So John, we go way back a little bit too with this little project we had called Dub Trinity with the lead singer from Shoreline Roots, Ryan Thorpe, and Derek started. Derek
man.
Brown on keyboards, and John was playing drums. And I know John used to play with original Big Mountain, and those are his cousins, Keno and James McQuenney, and I'm really good friends with them. They were on my DVD. I got to give you a copy of that. It's called Reggae San Diego Style. I did that about 11 years ago, I think, 10 years ago. And
Yes.
they're on it. So anyway, you guys have some exciting news. You got a new show coming in and stuff. So
Yeah, we got some shows. We got February 5th at Winston's. We're doing a single release party for Sweetness. Is a new single that I'm putting out right now. For the first of two coming out right away. I co-wrote with Keno from Big Mountain. And we were sending files back and forth while he was in the Philippines, which was really fun, writing the song.
Nice.
But yeah, it's a lover's vibe. So,
nice.
that will be going out to the lovers out there.
All right, then we got Julius here. I played with Julius too. Julian, sorry. With I have a nephew named Julius, so that's why I always say Julius, but it's Julian. So you're where are you from originally? Do you live up in Fallbrook or?
Originally Los Angeles, the San Fernando Valley.
Yeah, where are you at now?
San Marcos.
Oh, San Marcos. That's where it
Yes.
is. Yeah, I knew you lived in kind of North County somewhere up here. And you play with a lot of bands too. So you play bass only, or
Bass is my preference. Yes.
and
A
so
little
this
bit
is,
of conga.
and this is the new project you guys have called Burning Soul. Is that the name of the?
Well, so Johnny Rockers is
the band?
is my project. What I'm marketing right now.
Okay.
But Burning Soul technically is whoever's playing with me, whatever
Okay.
band is playing with me. So
I'll get it.
all interchangeable.
It's like Yellow Man with Sagittarius band. Like you have your own.
You're Burning Soul if you're on stage with me on the percussion.
I got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like Paulie. You go for a ride with everybody's Paulie roots, and he goes, just follow me.
Yeah.
And you join in. So
I love what you just said, man. This community and well, all of California, all of the United States, all of the world, music it's our community. So we all love each other. We all support each other.
Yeah.
And love coming up and seeing like Twisted Relatives today out here killing it, and it's all about the love, man.
Yeah, and Kino is a great example too. He's an activist in the community.
Yeah.
He's a good friend, and he's always humble. And Big Mountain is torn. They're all torn all over the world right now, and they got, they're with Sly and Robbie. Robbie's passed, but Sly Dunbar, and they're in the studio right now in Jamaica. He's got big open doors with everybody because he's played Sunsplashes, and but he's so humble, and he comes to San Diego all the time and resides down in Ensenada and here, and just good family, good people. So you did this song with him, and you guys, who wrote it? You co-wrote it with him, or?
I wrote it. Kino put the music together for me.
Okay.
We have Kevin Batchelor and Jerry Johnson on horns. Old school, you name it, they played with. Steel Pulse, everybody.
Awesome.
Adrian Cisneros, his Studio 47 in San Diego. It was recorded and mixed there. You guys know him, I'm
Yep.
sure.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys know Adrian.
Drummer from
from
Roots
Roots
Covenant.
Covenant.
Yep. Danny Dredd, those are my homies,
Isn't it a family? Look at us.
Yep. All right. So this song, Sweetness. What inspired this song?
Well, it's a love song, as you know. So it's all about giving that girl or your partner all the. Well, let's just put it this way. It's kind of a request because you're feeling that vibe. You're like, hey, where are you? You know. But
Nice.
yeah, it's just giving that energy to her, letting her know what she means to you.
All right. So Johnny Rockets, Sweetness. Let's hear it.
All right.
The smile on your face is a sweet song that brightens up the room when you walk in. Always soft and warm, sweet and gentle now. Whenever you're around, it feels like home again. So bring your sweetness to me. I just wanna be a part of your symphony. Bring your sweetness home to me, and I'll be the perfect rhythm to your melody. Hey, hey. The essence of your song is so beautiful, baby. It takes me to a place I've never been, no. Always soft and warm, sweet and gentle, yeah. And I'll do anything to hear it once again. Bring your sweetness to me. I just wanna be a part of your symphony. Come on and bring your sweetness home to me, and I'll be the perfect rhythm to your melody. Hey, 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 hey.
tune, big tune.
Yeah, give thanks. Can I get a quick little plug real quick?
Yeah, go
That's
for it.
all right.
Oh, yeah,
so
man.
the 5th, I'll have Keno and James McQuinney with me performing.
So February 5th at Winston's. I'll be DJing.
Yes, you're going to be there. That's going to be
Me and DJ
awesome.
Richie, yeah.
That and we'll be out there with those guys and Burning Soul Band.
It's an early show, 6 to 9, right, on
6
Sunday?
to 9. Yeah, it's a quick little little release party. I have some other things coming up. I know you're short on time, so we
No,
won't
I'm
do that.
going to have you back in. And
Yeah,
definitely
okay.
when James
Yes,
comes around,
yes.
or because I just saw James at the.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
at B-Side Players.
And I'm following this one up soon with another song called Righteous Road. And
Okay.
so this is on Spotify, iTunes.
Everywhere.
It's everywhere right now. So just came out. So ready to
thanks
share
again,
my
brother, and
music
I
and
sure
give thanks.
appreciate you guys,
Yeah,
man.
thank you
And
so much, bro, for everything you do, man.
Yeah, man.
Really.
It was like last minute, but I was like, I got to get them on because I know you guys are coming up, and I'm really proud of you. I just want to tell you, bro.
Thank you, man.
I've seen you back behind the drums, and now you're stepping up front, you're leading and singing, and you've been through some stuff too, in life.
Well,
and
we all
so-
survived, and we're still here,
Absolutely.
and let's enjoy and celebrate life.
All right, cool.
All right,
man. Thank you, guys.
Give thanks.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and close out the show with the second part here, just playing some music from this new band called Earth Cry. And they're young guys in their 20s from Jamaica, and they just got a new EP they dropped, and I really like them. I got turned on to them by DJ Carlos Culture and Derek Brown. Big ups, Derek. He's in New Jersey right now. Keyboard player for Shoreline Roots. But anyway, this song's called Soon Come, and like I said, check this band out, Earth Cry with a K. It's K-R-Y, Earth Cry. And this one's a big hit. Big ups. Listening to the Sweet Reggae Music Show. I'm your host, E-Dub. Thanks for Twisted Relatives. Johnny Rockets coming in. Appreciate you guys.
I'll be there soon. I'll be there Late night conversation on the phone.
Shoutouts out to my daughter Mackenzie listening in while she's moving. Love to you and the kids. Here's another one from Earth Cry. This one's called The Ghetto. Big ups to Melissa listening in Fallbrook. And Chris Parker, big ups, brother. Out to Nomia, listening in, Jim and Nomia, and Kim Tomaska, big ups, and Ray La Plaza from Miami, Florida, listening in. All right, here's another cut. It's a Roots cut. Check it. This one's called Magadog. Earth Cry. Tribe of Judah, listening in from Cabo.
Nothing good happen in a hurry. No smoke without fire. Truth expose all the liars. Once a man and twice a child. Do the right, it's worth your while. Over truth we got to chant. If you don't stay vigilant, and you're sorry for Magadog, him turn round bite you. Sorry for Magadog, him turn round bite you. Oh, that's a war. Oh, that's a war. Oh, that's a war. Your actions all have words. Wounded hand that feed ya. You're the one that's gonna get hurt. be given if you ask for, but do it properly. All the bad you did will unravel. Jaja had the judge, him have the gavel, and him wanna sorry if him mother die. Him son won't bite you. And if you sorry if him mother dog, him son won't bite you. Boy, that's a boy. Oh, that's a boy. Oh, that's a boy. Oh, that's a boy, boy, boy.
All right, here's another cut. I'm playing this EP from Earthcry. This one's called Miss Mary, kind of bringing it back old school. For all the lovers out there.
Miss Mary, put on your white dress. It fit you, baby, just right. Now I got to rub a W all night. She say, just love me, never give you no stress. Girl, you keep a nice sleep. Ooh, Lord, I get a better hit. Oh, her love, it takes me high. I only want my Mary. She calls me day and night. I say her love, it drives me crazy. Because it goes, say, baby girl, I never walk on you. Mary say you love me too. But before you love me, there's one thing I ask of you. Miss Mary, put on your white dress. It fit you, baby, just right. Now I got to rub a W all night. She say just love me, never give you no stress. Ooh, you give a nice sleep. Her God, I get a better hit. Oh, oh, she is my mind. Hey. No if, nor but, nor maybe.
Warren Barnes, big ups, listening in.
Oh, she never thinks me lazy. That's why it does, so baby girl, I never walk on you. Mary say you love me too. But before the loving, there's one thing I ask of you. Miss Mary, put on your white dress. It fit you, baby, just right. Now I got to rub a W all night. She said just love me, I never give you no stress. Ooh, you give a nice sleep. Oh Lord, I get a better hit.
All right. Well, I want to thank again my special guest, Twisted Relatives, for coming in tonight. And they're going to be playing February 3rd at the Poorhouse. Check it out. Steve-O's birthday. And then we've got Johnny Rockets going to be playing at Winston's on the 5th on Sunday with Keno and James from Big Mountain. So definitely want to check them out. I'm going to close out with this last song from Earthcry. This one's called See You Again. It's a nice ska hit. Check it. Earthcry.
Saw you moving your body, looking up at me, and you look so nice and lovely. Shape for days, curls and waves, and your smile would make me happy. Took
right. God bless you. Have a good evening. That takes it off for the Sweet Reggae Music Show #1 in San Diego to bring everybody together. All right. Love you guys. Take care.